Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, I have another news update for you guys regarding Kaspa in the last few weeks here. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, the Kaspa price is sitting at 11.42 cents, and the 24-hour volume is sitting at $150 million, with the market cap sitting at 2.91 billion. And this puts our ranking at number 45 currently. And the current supply of Kaspa is sitting at 25.49 billion. This is equivalent to about 88.83% mine, with the current hash rate being 1.30 exahash and our highest hash rate being 1.57 exahash. The current block reward for Kaspa is sitting at 69 Kaspa per block. The next reward will be 65 Kaspa, and that next reduction will be happening in 25 days, which is on the 3rd of February. Our current active addresses is sitting at 580,299, and the max TPS is still sitting at that 1,178 TPS. Looking at KRC20 tokens over here, you could see that $57.4 million is what the top 20 KRC20 tokens are sitting at in valuation. The KRC20 has generated about 126.5 million Kaspa in fees, and they've also reached about 1,811 tokens deployed, and the 24-hour trading volume for KRC20 tokens is sitting at 4.43 million. If we're looking at the inactive supply, you could see that in the last 3 months, 60% has not moved. In the last 6 months, 46.30% of the supply has not moved. In the last year, hitting new all-time highs at 28.24% of the supply has not moved in the last 1+ year. And then for the last 2+ years, 8.06% hasn't moved. And 3 years, we're sitting at 1.40% of the supply has not moved in over 3+ years. Let's go into some X posts here regarding Kaspa. So Kaspa was recently nominated on the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, and they listed Kaspa as the most exciting DeFi solution category for 2025. Next, we have an update for the 10 BPS hard fork. I say here, KAS recently announced that the 10 BPS hard fork has entered the enhanced user experience stage, as shared by Coder of Stuff. Here's what this means for you as a holder. Testnet 11, the test version of 10 blocks per second, is now ready to be tested by a wider audience. This includes pool providers, wallet providers, exchanges, and users who regularly run a KAS node. We encourage all of these participants to begin testing their software on Testnet 11 node to fine-tune the user experience and address any remaining bugs. How can you help? The best way to contribute is by running a Testnet 11 node on your hardware to see if it could sync with the network. You can also mine and generate transactions on the network to help stress test it. To learn more about running a Testnet 11 node, check out the following resources, and these are the different GitHubs you can go to so that you can learn how to run Testnet 11. And I'm actually currently running it right here. You could see that every time I get the accepted message, you casually see over 10 blocks because this is running 10 blocks per second. But I have been running this for a while now on my laptop and have not pretty much experienced any kind of issue. So it's really good to see how well this is running on our laptops and computers and hardware that is very, very cheap. So really nice to see all the effort that the devs have put in. But you could see right here on the Crescendo roadmap right here, we are currently sitting at the enhanced user experience stage right here. And then we're also going into the additional features stage right now. So this is what's being worked on currently, but this is what we're on right now. And then soon we're going to be getting the official hard fork version that's going to be pushed out to everyone. And it's going to pretty much give everyone a month to be able to transition to this hard fork, to then see it go live on mainnet. So we are hoping for a Q1 release of this hard fork version, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing 10 BPS on mainnet like live, probably early Q2, just because we need to give everyone about a month to be able to transition. But we can at least see the 10 blocks per second hard fork being finished by Q1. Next, we see here some people experimenting with testnet 11. There's a new solution called Kaspeak from one of the KAS community members, and you can go ahead and check out this GitHub. All the links to all of these posts will be down in the description. But if you're interested in testing this out and see what they made here, this is basically a decentralized voice chat slash messenger, which is based on testnet 11. So people are just testing out what the technology of Kaspa can do. And it's pretty interesting that people are able to come up with a decentralized voice chat and messenger on the Kaspa network. Next, we have the Kasplex technical advisor come out and say that version 2.03 is ready for testnet 10. And this includes 4 new ops: issue, burn, blacklist, and chown. And this issue model will be supported. What this means is stablecoins are basically going to be able to be created using Kasplex. And recently we got the announcement here. There is someone testing a stablecoin on Kaspa. It's currently called USDX, but X is probably just a placeholder, just so that they can test the stablecoin functionality on Kaspa. And people ask, how is it possible without smart contracts? And it's possible because these 4 new ops were just created, which allows stablecoins to basically have the centralized capabilities that they need, which is issuing new tokens, burning new tokens, blacklisting addresses or anything like that. And then this last feature, which I looked into it, and from what I see, this is like a Linux feature that just basically allows you to change ownership of files. So I'm not exactly too sure how this works for cryptocurrency. We'll need to do a little bit more research on that. But regardless, we do know that stablecoins are centralized tokens that exist. And so you need centralized capabilities and features so that these stablecoins can actually exist on Kaspa. Next, Change Finance has announced that there is now a fiat on-ramp for Kaspa, that you can now use your credit card or debit card to be able to buy some Kaspa. Tangem has finally announced that KRC20 tokens are now supported. They say, we hear you loud and clear. After a relentless effort, the moment has arrived. KRC20 tokens are now live on Tangem. Now, they only gave like official support for a few tokens, meaning that you can see like the picture and the price and all that kind of stuff. But you can add any token that is created on Kaspa by using the feature add token. You can see here that within Tangem, you can add a custom token manually, and you'll be able to choose the Kaspa network, and then you would have to put the contract address, which would just be the symbol for the token, and then the full name of the token. You'll put the symbol one more time, and then you also put the number 8 for the decimals. And then after you click add, it will add whichever KRC20 token that you have entered into these fields. It'll add it to Tangem, and you'll be able to send and receive that token without it being officially added by Tangem. So all KRC20 tokens have support on Tangem now. There's only a few that have official support, which will just include a easier way of just searching up the token and being able to add it right away without having to go through those steps. Next, Math Wallet has now announced that they support Kaspa currency for their wallet. You can see that this wallet has almost 1 million followers on their X account, which is pretty interesting to see here. But Kaspa currency continues to get added on more and more wallets. Next, the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation has announced that they have awarded a grant to Fresh Air 08, which is a prominent community member in the Kaspa Discord. Fresh Air 08 wrote the to be incorporated code base for Kaspa Improvement Proposal 6, which introduces perpetual cryptographic transaction receipts. He is also conducting Kaspa-related research under the guidance of Hashtag. In addition to continued contribution to the Kaspa codebase as part of this grant, Fresh Air 08 will join in 2 important initiatives: research and development of the Kaspa smart contract infrastructure from the Layer 1 side, fundamental research on sequencing dynamics and high BPS. Fresh Air 08's deep expertise and unwavering commitment will be instrumental in driving these projects forward, enhancing Kaspa's position as the fastest and most scalable proof-of-work blockchain. KEF remains committed to fostering talent and supporting meaningful contributions to the Kaspa ecosystem. Researchers, developers interested in joining the effort are encouraged to apply for a grant here. So KEF is now offering grants for developers that are willing to work on Kaspa. And this basically just allows developers to have a set amount of income that they're receiving while they are working on Kaspa. So really cool to see that Fresh Air 08 is one of the first devs to receive a grant from the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation. Next, we got an update from Keystone Hardware Wallet saying that they're currently trying to receive a grant from the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation to make the integration of Kaspa into their wallet. They had recently announced a few months ago that they were going to be planning to integrate Kaspa to their wallets, but it looks like ever since Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation announced that they're giving out grants to do work for Kaspa, it looks like Keystone wanted to try to take advantage and receive a grant to be able to do this integration. Recently, we just got a new merchant called Auto Soto Service, which is based in Portugal, but they recently announced that they are now accepting Kaspa for their business. So it's really cool to see that more and more businesses are accepting Kaspa for payment, because this is one of the main use cases of Kaspa, which is for peer-to-peer electronic digital cash payments. We have another teaser video for Kaspa on Ledger Live. We have this video here of the user that is behind the development for this, testing Kaspa on the Ledger Live app. And you can see here that he is successfully able to connect to his Kaspa wallet and see all the addresses associated to his Kaspa wallet. And he's also able to transact, receive Kaspa, and do all the things that Ledger Live allows you to do while using crypto. So really cool to see that we get this integration. There's a lot of people that still wouldn't even want to use Ledger unless they have Kaspa on Ledger Live itself. Currently, you can use Ledger with Kaspa, but you need to use KAS Vault to be able to access your Kaspa. You cannot use Ledger Live. Personally, I don't really care. I prefer using KAS Vault over Ledger Live, but I know there just is a lot of people out there that would love to see the Ledger Live support for Kaspa. KEF just recently announced that Kaspa was listed on Alchemy Pay, and Alchemy Pay is another on-ramp for fiat to crypto. It says here Alchemy Pay bridges fiat and crypto global economies through its ramp solution. And from what I also see here, they are looking to get a lot of licenses in different states so that they can enable more and more people to use this service. But it does allow many people to use their fiat and on-ramp it into crypto. And now Kaspa will be one of those cryptos that you can get in while using this service. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before we go, if you guys have not considered getting yourself a Tangem wallet, Tangem has created a limited edition wallet with the Kaspa logo on it, and there's currently 2,259 wallets left. And if you use the code Kaspa Silver at the checkout, you can get 10% off your order. And Tangem is a really great way to self-custody your Kaspa, move it off exchanges. I still get questions from time to time. Is this exchange safe? Is this exchange safe? No exchange is ever safe if you are not holding your Kaspa or any crypto on a personal self-custodial wallet. You don't actually have ownership of your crypto. If the exchange was to go bankrupt or anything like that, you will lose your funds and you may or may not ever see them again. So it's really important to hold your Kaspa offline and off exchanges. Also, just a reminder that the Kaspa cold storage silver coin presale is still ongoing. They are trying to get 500 sales so that they can make these and put them into production. And so not only are you getting a real silver Kaspa related coin here, you also are getting cold storage wallet support because it is integrated into the silver coin so that you can actually self-custody your Kaspa while using this silver coin as a cold storage wallet. I'm looking forward to getting this so I can actually make a video on how that works, but this is a really neat design for a silver coin for Kaspa. You can see here it says secure, gift, and hodl your KAS in physical form. So really neat design here. If you use the code Kaspa Silver at the checkout, you will receive 5% off your order. I also will receive a commission for this, and it greatly does support the channel. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And as always, don't be average, be different.